Call live. Now, let's hear our host, Andy Albright.
Let me know ASAP before I put it out there. This is a power-packed opportunity for somebody to sneak in, ... Let me know ASAP feedback. Okay, Andy Albright here, Wednesday call. This is my business look y'all hadn't seen in a while. I got some new shirts and I want to test them, but I ain't big on taking them on, putting them off, so I was like, I'll just wear it. This is a shout out to Mitch, the Stitch, good friend. If you got the money, he can make you pants, shirts, suits. He did it for the, what did he do it for, Boone? The Legends. Oh, Heisman Trophy winners. He did the jackets for all the Heisman Trophy winners. His clientele list is impressive.
Very.
So not more relaxed. I'm more uptight, more business today. I might say something today. I've got great guests on here. My good friend Mimi, my buddy Shawn Boone, Wolfpack football player, and then my best friend's daughter, and him, Harry, and Emily. All right, let's do this. Let's start with Harry and Emily. Would you guys just introduce yourself, tell you where you're from, a little bit of high level?
Yeah, we are Emily and Harry Cardillo, based out of Raleigh, North Carolina, currently traveling in Chicago to meet some people. And background, I graduated, grew up in the business, grew up around you, fell in love with the dream, and went to NC State, got my bachelor's in business marketing at the age of 19, and have been full-time in the business since I got my license in 2019.
And I am Harry Cardillo. I am, through Emily, obviously. I have a little bit of a different background. When I met Emily, I was working at Publix as a butcher. So Emily kind of introduced me to the business, kind of took me to my first convention just as a supportive spouse. And I fell in love with the culture, the people, and decided to just go all in on it.
From California. I don't know why she lives in California, but she do.
Blame my dad for it. My name is Mimi Romero, born and raised in Haiti, but I live in California. And Andy's, just so you know, I live in California because when my dad left Haiti, he came to California. All the kids went back to Florida. I stayed with him in California. He passed away. I'm still blaming him for staying in California. We're sticking to that story. Yeah, I was born and raised in Haiti. I've been in America for about 25 years. I left home because my dad brought me here. He had the American dream, like I like to say. He had the American dream. I had a dream. I don't know what it was. It was a dream, Shad. So went to school, get my education in biology and psychology, the pre-med, the whole 9 yards. That was the passion. I love helping people until I get into a car accident while I was doing my behavioral therapy, and then I become a liability for the company. While in therapy, someone from Stephen Davis' office called me. Here I am. I've been here for a good little chunk of time, and I'm enjoying it. I'm loving it, and my business is growing. The rest is history. I don't know. This business changed my life. That's what I can say.
Mimi?
Yes.
I like your accent.
Thank you. I like your accent too.
I ain't got no accent.
Yeah, you do.
Minutes. To change your mind. Okay. NFL dream and all of that stuff. America.
Yes, sir. I'm Shawn Boone from West Palm Beach, Florida. Currently living in Raleigh, North Carolina, but I'm actually in West Palm as we speak. So pretty much I don't have a background in working, but I did play football all my life from 8 years old to 23. years old. Won a state championship in high school. Went to NC State. Started 3-year starter at NC State. Went to the Houston Texans after that. Got cut. So NFL dream cut short. Wound up meeting Andy on the sideline 2018 in October, Boston College, with a lot of other my friends that's currently in the NFL now. And we was having fun on the sideline, taking pictures. And then, he was just kind of like, hey, if you're trying to get rich, I'm your guy. And then a month later, November 1st, 2018, I met him at a jet. I wound up getting in a car accident 2 months prior to that. But I invited one of my friends to take me to a jet because I was like, hey, bro, we got to meet this guy who got a jet. So I just need you to come with me. You don't have to do whatever he tell us to do, but at least we going to meet him and talk to him. And I'm like, I want to see the jet. So got out there, had some of my friends on FaceTime while I met Andy. And I didn't know it was insurance. I didn't know anything about it. He just told me to come meet people, come meet his friends that he made a lot of money. And I was in from that point. And so it's been all she wrote since 2018. I got my license, but Andy was just like, chase your dream. And I chased my dream for 2 years, but it stopped chasing me back. So I was like, I think you got me. And I'm going to get in with you. And so I've been enjoying it. It's changed my life mentally. It's changed my life, other friends' lives as well, from me having a knowledge, being around the Alliance.
So my man rolls in there. I mean, you may or may not know this guy, but he rolls in there up to our jet, and he's FaceTime. He's got Jacoby Brissett.
Yeah.
He's got Jacoby Brissett. If y'all are NFL fans, who's he play for now?
Arizona Cardinals.
Yeah, he was a quarterback at NC State, and then he was quarterback in the NFL, but I think they moved him to receiver.
No, you're thinking about Jacoby Myers.
Oh, so Brissett, is he still a quarterback? So he's still a quarterback. Does he play? Does he get a playing time?
Yeah, he just beat the Cowboys the other night.
There you go, Jacoby. So he's the FaceTiming him, and he's talking trash about the jet, and it's just it's an experience, I see Jacoby on the sideline or whatever. He knows who I am. I know who he is. Hey, what's up? So that was pretty cool. And then, so I've been trying to recruit this guy. See, let me tell y'all something. If y'all want to build a business, it has a lot to do with work and a lot to do with luck. And the more you work, the more lucky you look. So like, for example, I've been trying to get this guy, right? Like I like him. If a person can take D1 mentality, the work ethic, the focus required, you can't slip on what you eat. You can't slip at what you do when you got that light on you in D1. If you can take that focus and get it here, I would rather work 2 years with somebody that can do it than get 16 people that are easy to get and they ain't going to get it. When you got them, you go, what I got, what am I going to do with this once I caught it, So each one of those guys, if I get that mindset to shift. So I'm after him, and he's West Palm. I'm going into West Palm. I was like, who's in West Palm? Yeah. So I call him. He comes out. And blah, 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 sees a jet. We're talking to Jacoby. We're talking to his friend. Who was with you? What other player?
Jonathan Moxey. He plays in the Canadian League right now.
Moxey, yeah, I remember him. So we said, all right, follow us over to meet. And I can't remember if he jumped in the car. I jumped in with him. And I put him dead center. My opportunity meeting, and you got Olga Mathis and all kinds of people just screaming and talking junk, and yeah, that's right. And he's just caught up in the momentum. It's like when we beat Georgia Tech last Saturday and they stormed the field. I was already on the field. They asked me to storm it. So I'm just getting out of the way toward the center of the field because you're going to get swamped. So he's sitting on the front row. He's in. Yeah, if they don't get it, if you don't get in when it's not a choice, how are they going to get in? So he gets in and he started moving his business along. But listen to this, I want to tell you one more story. So my man talked about, I got run over by a cop car. I was like, yeah, that's terrible, man. You screwed. He said, no, I'm going to get insurance money. Well, here's the way I see it. Ain't nobody ever going to get insurance money. Check the calendar coming, and they ain't gonna write no check. This is the way I am. That way, if I get a check something, you get a check, hey, I'm surprised. But I like this guy, you know? So he says, I need a car. And you can tell me, straighten me out. But I was like, how much a good car cost? Because, see, I know what I think a good car costs, but I don't know what he thinks a good car costs. I said, what do you get a good, solid car for? You take it from there and tell me that story.
Yeah, you was like, well, you told me get a solid car, and just long as you can drive it, go meet people, go see people. That's what kind of car you get. Don't go spend all this money on the car. That's exactly what he said. Don't go spend all this money on the car. Just get a solid car. And I was like,
but didn't I tell you I would wire it to you?
Yeah. So then he says, all right, look, I'll wire you 15 grand. I was like, whoa. Time out. What you mean you don't wire me 15 grand? I didn't even know what a wire was. So at that time, fresh out of college, I don't really, the banking stuff, it just direct deposit to my account. So I'm not really worried about that. But once he said wire, I'm like, okay, tell me what that means. He's like, just know it'll be in your bank account. And then from there, he was like, once you get your lawsuit money, if you get it, just pay me back. It's like, all right, took 2 years, and then I paid him back in front of about 250 people at Integrity. Well, no, it wasn't at Integrity, but we was in Dallas in 2021.
Man, call me up. Come out. I got you 15 grand. I said,
he forgot.
What I got? Right? I was like, yeah. Remember the details of that. It's like, right?
Yeah, you didn't remember. He was like, what do you mean 15 grand? I was like, the 15 grand you gave me. And in that moment, I'm just like, yeah, these are the problems I want to have. Like, if I can just forget about 15 grand, like it's nothing. And so, I just wanted to show him I was a man of my word.
And I was fired up to get non-taxed 15 grand. You ever get 15 grand and keep the whole 15 grand? Yeah. So, you got to practice not getting upset, not thinking about stuff that don't matter, and practice remembering the things that do matter. It was an investment to me. I mean, I wanted somebody from NC State. I'm really big on recruiting people I like, and I like the mentality they teach there. I wanted him. So I figured if he got in and did a little bit, I'd get my money back minimum. But if he ever paid me back, woo-hoo. So it's similar if you've ever been to those restaurants where the guy says, oh, a piece of chicken, and he puts a little toothpick in there and gives you a little piece of chicken. Next thing he gives you a steak. Next thing you know, you're in like big time. You with me? It's just a little bribe, a little enticement, a little taste, a little salty oats to the cow and the horse, get them in there to eat big time. And now he's in. But then I'm still hammering on Boone because the NFL dream, okay, part of it is the millions and millions of dollars. The other part is where you get a concussion and your mind's jacked up, your arms get all broken, you can't walk when you get to be 40, okay? But you're very famous. You're a restaurant, so infamous, famous, how'd you like to be not known, but stupid rich? How would you like to be known by the people you want to be known to, but known to the people you don't give a darn about? Like this morning, I'm on a phone call, I get a call from Boo. I go, hold on, I must take this call. Because Boo's somebody that I want to talk to. He controls all the coaches at NC State. Basketball, football, wrestling, women's, the whole thing. You're going to call him. He's who I want to know who I am. You with me? You tracking? So that's where I'm going like, Boone, what do you want to be known? What you want to own? Do you want to own a football team? Do you want a training company? Just what do you want to do? But the dream of the wealth, the dream of the freedom. But to me, you can keep going. You don't have to quit. You don't have to retire. You know, like Phillip Rivers now, this guy, I don't know if y'all know him, but he's a pretty famous player, played in NC State and played in the NFL. Now, his next fame, he's a coach. He's like a high school coach. But his kid is being recruited to big-time colleges. So he was that life. But money-wise, he don't need the money. Does the kid need the money? It's just an interesting dynamics in your life, what you create. Well, thank you for giving me that 15 grand back, Boone.
My pleasure.
At the time, I really moved it. I hope I cashed the check.
Yeah, I hope you did. Yeah, I mean, you can wire it back. It's all right.
I don't know how to do that. God, there's so much I want to tell y'all. Okay, I'm gonna talk to y'all three. Okay, and everybody else get the benefit of it. You know, when I look back at different things, I mean, I could wish that I found insurance earlier in life. I wish I'd have did that before I did Amway and put all my life into that. But most of the time, it was not my choice that I can recognize. Like maybe my cuz tried to tell me before, but I don't remember him ever telling me. The right time is when I learned about this business. But one thing I knew is the best way to get the best people is who you meet that already look sharp, act sharp, be sharp, sit up straight, got a good handshake, great eye contact. So at restaurants, in the airport, at my barber shop, talking to Uber drivers from different countries, meeting people at basketball games. The sharpest people that you're ever going to meet is people introduce you to somebody. Don't get me wrong, run advertisements and we do hire people from it. But my sharpest and my best that I've ever hired have been referrals or people I just straight up met. So looking back, the decision to tell everybody that you could quit meeting people or not, or letting up on it and saying you could run advertisements. And we had some great runs. Career Builder, I think it was Career Builder, had these monkeys, and they would be in the office making fun of where you work. Like, a bunch of monkeys, you know, you need to apply for another job. And I was like, that is really funny. Somebody's not going to like this. You know what I mean? Like, they're just running these ads, and we run commercials, and people just, resumes was coming in like crazy. Ding, ding. I remember doing ball games when they run the commercial, and now these monkeys acting crazy. I went in Career Builders, y'all don't know, and so y'all young. So Monster, still very town. We do ZipRecruiter now, and you know, we would say there's a chance. Like Blue Mile, third ticket, you got a shot. You got a chance. So we want to add there's a chance. But we've refined if we don't meet the right people in Burlington, we refined it to where we check them out on Facebook, we look on Instagram, we stalk them, we plan, we try to find the right people. But it's very hands-on. Okay, it's not cold and calculating. It's warm and fuzzy and meeting people. And I backed off on it and apologize. So you guys have got to start teaching this, and more importantly, doing it yourself with reckless abandon. This is not the only thing. It's just an element of thing that you got to do. This book that I'm currently reading, I've listened to it twice. It's called The Courage to Be Disliked. My son Spencer, who is a great warm market contactor and just a great motivator, he sent me this book on audio and said, you need to hear this. And I started listening to it and I was like, wow. It just teaches you to not worry about what everybody else thinks, not fear criticism. Another one that I'm listening to that's phenomenal that it might have been Boone that recommended this. It is Jim Rohn. What did that thing? Oh, Building Your Network. Jim Rohn, ROHN. Building Your Network. See, I've known this for a long time. Building your network determine your net worth. And having people that you can text, people that you can text, okay? So my friend sent me this. He said I should read it. Here's what he said. Here's one to contemplate, to a great man with a great Rolodex. So you get a text, you got a great Rolodex, people you know, okay? Virtual Rolodex, right? My scroll list, my list, and I don't know what your Rolodex looks. I know yours is impressive. Okay, all right. I thought of you immediately when I got to the end of this text. Okay, so he sends it to me. Here it goes. Everyone on earth is almost exactly as powerful as their textable network. I've been pitching this analogy for years now to gauge people's reactions. In general, the more powerful the person, the more likely they are to agree. Where people don't agree. And unimportant people that got no influence, they don't agree with this. But people. Here we go. My favorite test of this theory was in an extreme setting. That's where all good tests are tested. Okay. I flew into a private golf course owned by GoDaddy Billionaire for a 3-day event with 20 guys. Each was a 4-man team and each had a billionaire on it. Golf, 4 teams, 5 teams. Everyone was rich and a baller except for me. I don't know how I got invited, although usually I'm a last-minute audible. When someone else has to cancel, I've received a call or a text like this more than once. Can you go golfing for 3 days? Tomorrow? Be at the private airport at 8 a.m. That is a powerful incoming text. If you DM me that, I will say yes. You see, this guy's got a mindset who's sending the text. All right, the golf course was the baller. It was as baller as the people. It's the home of PXG Golf, also founded by the GoDaddy guy. The back 9 is his backyard. This tournament began on a Wednesday at Scottsdale National at 11 p.m. at night. PXG has lights and bars on the carts, blah, blah, blah. Okay. Everyone got paired up with a new teammate and mine was already hammered. He was so drunk, he passed out by the 3rd hole, which was good and bad because I got to hit both our shots in the game, but bad because he kept falling out of the cart when I drove. He was like 320 pounds of muscle with a beard like a Viking. My first match was against one of the billionaires, and I started wondering about my question. What about his textable network? So I imagined the most ridiculous problem I could in 5 seconds to see how he would handle it. And I said this, hey, Brian, let's say for some reason I need a cheetah right now delivered to this golf course tonight. Which number in your phone would you text first? He said, cheetah? What you need with a cheetah? I got Sigmund and Roy. We got a bunch of those tigers and stuff. You want me to text Roy? Put one on the jet for you? What a cheetah for? Everybody is almost as powerful as their textable network. This doesn't give you cold chills. You don't get it. I remember, Harry, your age, maybe a year older, somebody told me, you build a network, it'll be the most valuable thing you have. And I was like, I'm going to start. And I'm a handshaking somebody. I'm a 3-foot ruler. If you ain't within 3 foot, I get you within 3 foot. I'll meet you. The last 3 days, we met so many people. And now I got, it's crazy. Now I got people around me. Jessica, connect us. Get your phone number. I'm going on to the next guy. I done got 3-foot rule. I'm delegating into the 3-foot rule because I done met them, got them all closed them, wrap up, do the paperwork. You get the number, you get the pictures, post it. It's crazy. You understand what I'm telling you, Harry? Get after it. So, Boone, tell me something about your 3-foot stuff. I know you had some stuff going on. You've been texting me. Light them up. Tell them how to do the do.
Yeah, so I just go back to, I mean, after the boot camp, it just kind of re-hit me again when you was talking about just getting back to talking to people and not trying to talk about life insurance, not trying to talk about what we do, but just get back to building relationships with people, get their phone numbers, text them for a little bit, and then ask them, do they keep their options open? After you already become their friend, get them warm and fuzzy. So like even this morning when I flew into Fort Lauderdale, you know, I was trying to figure out where the Bright Line, because we have a Bright Line train to take me to West Palm. And these 2 young guys were standing at the thing. I was like, hey, where's the like the Bright Line thing at? He said, well, it's just right there. I said, y'all know what time it come? And so long story short, you know, I was like, you look familiar. So like, where you from? He's like, well, you look kind of familiar too. And so I was like, I mean, I'm from West Palm, but I was like, where you from? He's like, New York. I was like, I can't be New York. It's like, where you living at? He's like, Lake Worth. I said, okay, kind of by Palm Beach, right? I was like, you like go to the gym? And he was like, yeah, I go to Crunch. I was like, I might have seen you there, maybe. I don't know. But next thing you know, his name is Jair. He's actually on the call. Him and his friend Caleb. They're actually on the call right now. And they're 21. Jair's 21. Caleb is 19. Caleb does stock trading and works at the airport for the last year. Jair has been at the airport last 2 years, have his own dump truck company as well. But they're young, sharp, and just the you look familiar, you know, got him. And then I started talking to him about how me and you met, just telling them that story and the NC State, just all of, you know, a little bit about me. And now he just followed you on Instagram, follow me on Instagram. So it's just keeping it really simple and not really talking too much. You know, I told him what we do after a while, after I got to know him, and I was standing there waiting for the Bright Line, and we got to talk more. And he's like, wait, so you telling me that like I can make like, you know, more money outside of what I'm doing? Because this airport thing is not my 10-year plan. I was like, good, it shouldn't be a 10-year plan. But you got a start. And, you know, I was like, well, I want to connect you to my network. You know, I may help you out with your roofing business. And then I connected him to my boy Steph that has a roofing company that needs a dump truck. And now they're going to meet. So, you know, if he get in business with us, great. If he don't, I'm going to keep building a relationship, and we're going to go work out maybe tomorrow morning.
It's the rest of your life, dude. John Roberts, look up John Roberts' name of his company now. It was Dixon Hughes Goodman. I met him 25 years ago. I need an accountant. He's selling accounting. He's got in there trying to close me, and I'm looking at my new friend John. I'm like, what is wrong with the guy that works for you? I've said yes 3 times. When does he close? Like, close me. I've got stuff to do. You know, wrap it up. Put a bow on it. Tell me how much it costs. Let's go. And he looks at him. He was so mad. He's like, close the deal. And I was like, yeah, close the deal. So I signed up to start doing their accounting. So John, of the next 25 years, he's the leader of one of the fastest growing international companies in the world. I'm the leader of the fastest insurance marketing company in the world. And I'm like, we're buddies. But if we'd have met today, he's already there. It's not going to be the same. Boom. Your guy's going to make millions of dollars, own 29 trucking companies and dump trucks and do construction, all that, but he's just printing money. And he's going to be smart with his finances because he got involved in his finances. I just have to, silly not to want to be involved with us. You're going to be living your finances the rest of your life. You're going to get some insurance agent, financial advisor who don't give a crap, but works for some big company like Edward Jones or Wells Fargo, one of those companies, blank companies, people that I'm not supposed to say on video, but I don't like them. I don't like the way they operate. I don't like the business. If they're going to do business, your business, they're going to be selling you junk, and they're going to be charging you commissions that you ain't going to get your insurance license. You understand how money works. Now you're planning your future, and every time you coach a friend, you make $1,000 or $20,000. Program. Why would your guys not be involved? They don't be involved. I don't care. I could care less. Speaking of that, the guy I met at a Wolfpack football game, young, sharp, engineer, and we got in touch with him. He was interested, and then you probably don't remember. It's just I'm remembering people that I met. I meet so many of them. Like, I hope those two guys blow it up. But I met those two guys from Haiti. They're down in Florida. Last message I sent them, they didn't respond. So I'm telling Spencer, message those guys, tell them to get on my call. Anybody else, talk to them, tell them to get on the call. Like, it's just stop planting seeds with the right type of people. Like, your guys are hustlers. Let me give you a non-hustler. These ads you read, Shawn, and they answer the ad and you say, are you ambitious? I'm trying hard. Where are you working? Can't find a job right now. I do. I bet you couldn't find your butthole in my hands. Not to mention your own hand. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't find a job in America. The whole country's hiring, and you can't find a job. There's 7 jokes that are terrible, but they would be really funny right now. You're not a good finder. Right now, you're not a good. You can't find a job, but you're ambitious. If you guys got a job, he's got a job. I understand it. Don't pay what he knows, but he's making something. And then you have a job that you don't like, but you're making something that work your butt off. Making friends. Han, I think's his name, Boone, that's going to come out with the boom box at NC State. So the first time I met him, I went to the coach. I was like, Coach, introduce me to him. I didn't go to him. I wanted somebody bigger to edify me. Go to the top first. Down, but the top, come here. But hey, you see that name on the scoreboard? That's Albright. And I was like, nice to meet you. I watch your stuff. You got a good following. Congratulations. We'll be in touch. Let's trade numbers. Just like that. Let's trade numbers. You think he's going to say no in front of the guy that just introduced us? You can if you want to. It's your life. Pressure's on, baby. Punch it in right here. But if you don't ask, you ain't going to cut. You know what I mean? If you don't propose a subject, you're not going to get an answer back. You saw him sweeping on the floor of the ball game. I was like, Jessica, I want you to come over here. And I said, hey, Amir, can't remember his name. What is it? Amir. I was like, Amir, Jessica, you need to know her. And here's what I'm proud of. Jessica didn't go, hey, nice to meet you. Jessica went, put in your number right here, buddy. Because she trained. She's not scared. And that jugger did what he's supposed to do. Put his number. And it was funny because I was like, give me his number. I was like, oh, that's right. I already got his number. But then I got his right and last name spelled right. Now we got a picture of her getting the number with him. And then I was watching him last night and I told her, I said, we're going to connect. We're going to do some stuff together. We're going to do some social media. We're going to do some numbers. He's going to get an insurance license if he's smart. If he don't want to watch after his own finances, he can let us after his. You see what I'm saying? Like, it's just building that network. I'm not putting the pressure on getting the business, but I'm building that network. Maybe it's a friend of his that gets in the business. See, it's not the first person, second person, third person. We build a network to build a net worth. Now, we teach these guys, Boone, you did it that way with them. Tell them to hire their friends. You hire a friend, now they hire their friends, now they hire their friends. Tracking with me?
Tracking.
You gotta get crazy, bro. Let's get after it. Big dream solves little problems. Big dreams solves bigger problems. Your dream is big enough, the excuses, the bullcrap don't matter. How bad you want it?
Recording stopped. Recording in progress.
Mimi, Talk to me about your 3-footing it lately.
Oh wow, it's been amazing. Watching you doing it live was the best thing that I've could ever seen. So so far from the week that I was with you, I got 10 people. My first one was my Uber driver.
Monday night, Tuesday night, Wednesday night, Thursday night. And 4 nights, you got 10 solid people while we were working our butt off, while we were traveling.
Yep. And it was simple, like you say, it's building that relationship. One thing you said that put my mind at ease so I can talk to anybody. You said, Mimi, it's not about them getting in. It's more like you practicing, you doing it. So I was like, okay, what do I have to lose? I'm learning. So keep doing it until you get better at it. And then if they come in, that's great. So I had my first Uber driver. She looks nice. She smells good. And be confident. I gave her a compliment. I said, girl, you look good. Are you going party? She said, no, Mimi, I don't party. I said, but you look like you're going party. So that started the conversation with her. And then long story short, she told me everything about her life, how she doesn't like what she's doing, but she doesn't like to work for people. She wants her own business and stuff like that. And then we keep talking. She's licensed. She was already licensed in insurance and not happy with what she was doing. So that was my first one. She's already started with us. And then I have another Uber driver who's in class right now. It turns out he was in New York, business owner, moved to North Carolina. And then I just talked to him and he's like, I want to do an ice cream business. I said, man, you like owning your own business? He's like, yep, I do. And then I said, oh, are you open for new opportunities? And he said, yeah, I'm open to any opportunity that can help me make money so I can grow more. Then I told him I showed him some picture of me being with you on the jet. That was after the trip. So I showed him a picture of us on the jet and all that. He's like, damn, that looks fun. I said, yeah. And he's in North Carolina too. You can go to the office. So I leverage you guys being in North Carolina and in the trip, the pictures and stuff like that. He's in class and I didn't have to chase him. That's what's funny. And I went to eat when I was in New Jersey with a friend. I sneak out early in the morning when you guys were doing your stuff. I went to have breakfast with a friend, and then I found that waitress. I was like, man, girl, you really good at what you do. I like your personality, how you care for people. Just give her a compliment. And then I find out she's in college. She's working. She's like 23 years old, a double major, and all these great things about her. Then I say, hey, I need to have your number. I think you can succeed with us. You very ambitious. Find out she was with Prime America. So this is what I did, Eddie. I have another agent who sent me a screenshot of ChatGPT comparing the alliance with Prime America. So I was like, oh, that's interesting. I've never done it. So I asked the agent, send it to me. She sent it, and then she told me, Mimi, in summary, ChatGPT thinks Prime America is like a lane on the road, and the alliance is the highway. I was like, oh.
You didn't got chat trained. God, she asked Chat to compare the two.
A screenshot, I can send it.
And Chat told her that Prime America is a lane and we're a highway. Just chat it. I don't know. Just chat it, compare it. I don't know.
Yep.
Get an independent observer to make a call.
And she decided to come with us. Of course.
Good job, Chat.
The right place.
Hey, good boy.
Yeah. It's a lot of stuff like that.
Keyword. Write this word down. Practicing. Mm-hmm. He's practicing dentistry. He's practicing heart surgery. He's practicing back surgery. He's practicing the 3-foot rule. Mm-hmm. Guess which one pays more?
The 3-foot rule.
The 3-foot rule. I'm telling you, the richest dentist I know is a networker. Invisalign, Jason Gladwell, Orthodontics, Massive Network. He's also a guy asked me one time, he said, "Oh, but I got a couple questions about business." You're a lot younger than me. He said, "Hey, my banker said I'm growing too fast." I said, "Get new bankers." He said, that crossed my mind. I said, "Get new bankers. You have smoked these people, outgrown their dream. You need bigger bankers' dreams. I ain't got time for this mess." He's like, "I thought so." I said, "Do it." You with me? Who you talk to? Because somebody, well, maybe you consider, bankers are smart. Have you met them? I've met them. No offense to the bankers listening, but I've met you. You with me? Especially the ones that stick with it. It's like, bro, seriously? You need big dream bankers. You get around the right people. Practicing. You can't practice if you don't try. And I think Yoda got it wrong. He said, there is no try, there is only do. Like, Yoda, there is try. When you're just not good at it, you're trying, you're not doing, because you're failing. That's not a do, it's a try, but it's called practicing. And then you read your book, you read How to Win Friends, Influence People, you read Skill with People, you read The Courage to Be Disliked, you listen to the audio. By the way, if you're just a big fan of Roan and you like the building your network, what I'm listening to now is the art of communication. The art of communication. And he talked about practicing. I love this one. He said, when you learn how to talk, you learn how to communicate, it's just like everything else. You learn how to fish. What do they say when you get a fish? What do they say? Easy. Like, just tell me the opposite. Pull, and then be easy. Well, it's talk loud, and then calm down. It's the same concept. You got to push. No. Back off. And then you need to get close to them. No, you're a little bit too close. You're a bit too near their face. Communication like fishing. Pull. Wait, easy. It's the same concept. When you're talking to people, when you're trying to get some, drive the ball. You're playing basketball. Drive the ball. Wait, back off. You can get a charge. So it's learning that science of how to make it happen. So when you cold contact people, how aggressive are you? You think I ain't been too aggressive? You better think again. You don't think I've been too much of a wussy and didn't get their number? You better think again. You can't be too stupid, and you can't be too big of a wuss. And you're constantly practicing. People say, how do you know? I got Kleenexes right there. You see, Sarah? If you cry, you just get the Kleenexes. I always tell people, when the tears start coming, stop talking. Start backing up. Backpedal. Sorry, didn't make you cry. But then as soon as they recover, you start coming back. It's just art. And Roan's really good at talking about it. You're practicing the 3-foot rule. And eventually, walk by the dumbest of the dumb and get the best of the best standing 3 people down. Or over here. You don't go to the weakest. That'd be like a boxer. If in the beginning you just want to win over the match, right? But eventually you're like, screw this. I'm getting no publicity for whipping up on somebody that can be whooped. I get nothing from meeting a person that can be met easily, but you step up your ability. You tracking with me, Nicole? You got to practice. What's too loud? What's too soft? What's too aggressive? And then it's compliments. Who don't like a compliment? I tell people, compliments get you higher commissions, free leads, and more opportunities. Yeah. I like to smoke. You don't like to smoke? Something's wrong. I don't need compliments personally. I live on my own smoke.
Then they're not human.
That's what they call it. Driving too. It's older than the one that Shawn bought for $15,000. You ought to shine them shoes there, boy. Yeah, but it's just funny. You make arrogance and brokenness and put it together. You come out tasting a little bit like dog poop if you've ever tasted it a little bit. You can tell from the smell. You get an idea. It's just not an attractive approach. Practicing, that's good stuff. Here's the thing, too. People go, don't we need to learn compound interest without taxation and how we can borrow the money out and they charge interest, but it's not charged against you and your accumulation schemes to continue to accumulate even though you've got the money over here doing something with it? Yeah, but that wasn't hard. That's how insurance works. Not difficult. But come on now. People, they cray-cray. Building a team. They move, they shake, and they bake, and they got emotions, and they got outside influences. Mom was been sick, and it's really down. When she dies, you're going to be free. And then they don't like that. They don't like that.
Yeah.
They don't like that. You're like, you know, and then some people, they just keep moving. One of my best friends named Riddle was his last name, not Andy Riddle, it's a different Riddle. And I called him and I said, bro, I need to do something. And it was going to hurt him. And it's going to cost him a little bit of money. And I said, hey, I don't do this if it's going to upset you. He said, don't upset me, I don't care. It's stuff like it happens all the time. You're my friend. I said, how's life treat me? He said, well, my grandbaby's dying of cancer. He's got his brain cancer. I said, that's terrible. He said, yeah, I know. And I said, sorry about that. He said, yeah, we're doing what we can. Hey, so tell me more about this deal you're going to cut. You with me? He's not an unfeeling person. He's a get-it-done person, so he put it in the window right there, and then he did what he needed to do. If I asked him another question, he'd answer the question like that. He wouldn't go, he'd go, here's the situation, here's what we're dealing with, here's where we try to go to. You know, MD Anderson, he tell me who all the doctors he went through. You know, it's just get stuff done, while other people curl up in the fetal position. Okay? And then they come out looking like they slept upside down in a post hole, wrinkled and dirty. Talking about, could you help a guy out? Yeah, I could, but I ain't. I got my lines down. You with me? I got my lines down. I got one guy, he told me, he said, it's a good deal. He showed it to me. He said, what do you think? I said, that's a great deal. And I like it good enough to say it's a great deal. I'm not going to give you any money. Are we clear? He's like, yeah, you're not invested in it. I said, nope, but I told you it was good. Sometimes I say it's good and I ain't giving no money. Couldn't get the devil with me. You see, you got to ready. You got ready. You're ready. You know, ready what to say. Harry grew up in a nicer family than I did. I was always fighting with my brother, so I always had to have a brother had to come back. And then Emily had me beating her up when she was little. So, but you're getting good. I've noticed you've been practicing. Let me go back to Mimi. Mimi, we're sitting in a restaurant. Me and her talking junk, and we're outside of a bar. It's in the lobby of a nice hotel. And this lady goes, nice slippers. Hey, Mimi's got on these slippers with two big white bows, just huge bows. Just look like, I don't know, look like a white Donald Duck feet or something, you know what I'm saying? And the lady goes, nice slippers. I mean, she's 20 feet away. And I look at Mimi, and he looks at me, and I go, go meet her. You got to be ready. You know, he gives you a compliment. You don't stop and turn around and go, hey, what's your name? You look familiar. I don't know what's wrong with you. I mean, you talk about the easiest thing in the world. That girl over there initiated it. Facts, Mimi?
Yes.
And Mimi went, okay. I did. Eddie, willing, and able. RWA. Fat, faithful, available, and teachable. She was faithful. You with me? Boom. She didn't go, what did she say when you got over there, Mimi?
What did I say to her?
What did she say? What did you say?
Oh, what she said, okay, let me tell you the story. She was my server when I went for breakfast, Andy. So we were already talking, and then when she saw my sandals, and she's like, oh, there goes those sandals again. So then you give me a little hit like that. You're like, go. And then I went, and then we keep talking about the sandals because that's what she liked. So we keep talking about the sandal, and then she liked them, and then, you know, be bubbly with her, and then take pictures together. And then I asked her more questions. She told me she's a school teacher. So she works at that hotel full time. And then she's a school teacher. She doesn't have kids, but she loves working with people and things like that. So then I told her what we do. Hey, I said, dude, we do the same thing. We work with people. We love traveling. She doesn't love traveling. I learned that. She said she's scared. I said, well, we're going to leave that alone for now. Let's talk about what we love to do. So we keep talking and talking. And then the rest is issue. We've been texting and building the relationship with her. And then she's like, I want to see you again. So it's like what you said, Andy. Some of them you're going to get them right away. Some of them you have to build that relationship. I have a lot of people I'm building that relationship with. She's like a friend.
But see, here's the key. It's practice. Mm-hmm. And it's the right person. Might not be the right time. Or what about this? What if one of your agents runs into her and starts talking? She says, I already met Mimi. I like Mimi. All right, let's hold you back. You should have done it then. Let's do it now. Mm-hmm. The more we plant the seed, the more the plants are going to grow. The trees are going to grow. The big oak trees are going to grow. What say you, Harry? Any experience? Let's start real just on a jet. You meet some people. I saw you talking to people. Talk to us about your experiences with that concept, Harry.
They might be friends. They in a hotel, so they Wi-Fi might be in and out.
They're working. They were fine up until I needed them.
Yes.
There we go. Emily, go to the phone.
Okay.
I'm thinking. I'm not just sitting here. I'm not mad at them. I'm just thinking. Do a commercial while they're getting registered. We have a Albright Intense Leadership coming up December 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And we have beasts coming in. Okay, Danny Johnson.
Recording in progress.
Danny Johnson just said he's going to be here doing some training. We've got Ivy Wilson coming up with a Medicare. Fitz is coming in. Diane Lampy's coming in. Alex Abian is killing it. Adam Katz is here the whole time. Jason Mathis, who's just... Y'all back, Emily? So Jason Mathis, him and Olga have a massive structured business, growing like crazy, making insane amount of money. He's really the one that got me started. He's like, in your book, The Green Book, you say, come up to your office and you'll train you in your office. And I said, sure, come on up. So I can't do it anymore with one person, but I can do it with a very limited group of people. So we have a small, intimate group. We can take a couple more. We're being selective on who we take. You have to apply. I'm asking my team right now to get the marketing text out, let people know. We went to President's Club. President's Club, we added about 17, but it was crazy. President's Club is so valuable now. It's bizarre if people are not. If you listen to me and you ain't on President's Club and you're with us, I don't know what you're thinking. It's the best thing we got going now. But this training, December 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, in the office, with our staff, with Jessica talking media, Patrick Waddell doing recruiting, with our whole recruiting staff, with Tia Land doing how to run your marketing company. I am going to be here every day on fire. It's worth it. It's coming up really quick, so check it out. Y'all with us now, Harry?
Yeah, I think we're good. Are we coming through loud and clear?
Yes, sir. Loud and clear. So your experience with the 3-footer stuff.
Yeah, absolutely. So for me, just like you're saying, I'm in that practice phase where I'm pushing myself into more uncomfortable waters. While we were traveling, I got 5 different people's phone numbers. And just like you're saying, finding reasons to go up to people and say, hey, you're doing just like the baggage carrier guy at the private jet airport. Wound up getting his number. We've been texting a little bit back and forth, but I just went up to him, hey, thank you so much. You're doing such a great job. Let me help you out with that a little bit. Struck up a conversation, found out he went down to, Melbourne, Florida, went to aviation school, and now he's working at the airport over there trying to network. So I was like, hey, we're in networking too. Let me go ahead and grab your number while I'm talking with you. So just connecting with people like that, pushing myself into those uncomfortable situations and just trying to connect with somebody in whatever environment that I'm in, just like you're saying. And even, some of the conversations don't go great, some go great, but regardless, it grows me as a person.
All right. This is critical. to understand the atmosphere when you're around me. You're going to be more bold. You're going to be more courageous. You're going to be more crazy. You're going to be more likely to talk to somebody because the atmosphere or aura that I've created, because it's given off from me, talking trash. You're like, if he talks this much strange, I talk this much, now I can talk this much. Then you're like, maybe I can talk that much. So I just step it up again. Billy, would you sit that box down and put this stool right here so that I can get Gina over here in a moment? Okay, so the atmosphere, when you come to Burlington and you're at AIT, you're going to be meeting people at restaurants, meeting servers, meeting retail people. You're going to be ballistic. And I'm going to go like, what's wrong with you? Like, this is Burlington. I live in Dallas. I live in Miami. I live in Oklahoma City. What are you going to meet them here? Well, it's just easier there because you know the atmosphere around you. It's called character. The ability to keep the decision made after the atmosphere in which you made it is gone. The only way you ever going to memorize this, Gina or Carly, is say it to somebody. Do you know what character is? The ability to keep the decision made after the atmosphere in which you made it is gone. Get it? So in other words, I'm going to meet people, and then you're out there on your own by yourself in the airport, and you see somebody, and you go, how do you talk to him? Like, well, move. If you move before you think about it, it's like hunting. I get so annoyed when people are like, don't shoot something. Like we're hunting together and a bird comes out and I go, I didn't know if he was too close or too fast or too big or too small or if he was the right one. Shoot him. Shoot him. So I didn't know if I want to talk to him. I didn't know if they liked me. I didn't know if they liked my skirt. I didn't meet him. Fail for once and then fail again. Like the quicker you can decide. So the character is the atmosphere. Take the atmosphere with you so that it don't leave you, so that you do it all the time. But it is, and I guarantee, Harry, if you run me at 1 or 2 or 3 or 4 times, eventually you're like, I got this. So that atmosphere is practicing, and it's practicing creating the atmosphere. Y'all have seen me when somebody gets on an elevator. You see me when we sit down and the waitress comes over there and talks to us. First thing, if they don't say their name, I go, what's your name? How do you spell it? Is this how you say it? Okay, good. My name's Andy. This is Margaret. This is Jessica. This is Gina. Everybody, let's go. We're friends. The quicker we're friends, the quicker we'll be able to see people business with people they like, people they're friends with. Higher commissions, yeah. Carriers that we like them, we sell for their company. We don't like them, we don't care what they pay. Could care less what the commission is. We don't like them. It's people's choice. People get in business with people they like. Anyone been around this all your life? Been pressured more lately to do more of this, but talk to us. What's been happening?
I think what Shawn was talking about, I've recently, I don't know why it's just suddenly clicked with me, but I think it clicked at kind of the last conference of you don't meet people just to get them into insurance. You're meeting people to build that connection. And I've seen it firsthand of some of the people that I know you have their cell phone numbers of. And it's crazy the level of authority power that you have in your phone. And it's just from not every single person you have in your phone is because of insurance, but it's because of this connection. And it's that idea of help enough people get what they want and you'll get what you want. And you've just always made an intentional effort to build value in somebody else's life. And then it creates those networks. So I think that's been the biggest thing that we've both been trying to work on more is just striking up conversations with people and ultimately, yes, we want it to lead to business relationships and everything, but most importantly, it's who else do we know, being able to fly into a city and know multiple people there and build those connections.
Facts. Tell me how your seminars are going, estate planning seminars, Emily.
They're going good. We just had our most recent round. We finished up last week. We got, I think it was 17 green sheets. We've done, so far we haven't met with that many people. We've done 1 implementation. We've gotten a couple people into, or got one person into the debt, and we're following up with 2 people who both have net worths over $10 million. They're coming back in next week. So this has been the highest net worth
of over $10 million. 2 different couples.
2 different couples. Yeah.
Chat that. See, if I have $10 million in the bank, what does that put me in the world? What percentage of people? I'm going top 1%. I'm thinking top 0.5% of the world is worth $10 million.
And yesterday we wrote a $764,000 annuity as well.
I forgot this. I don't know if you've seen this, Gina. $6.7 million in annuities as of Tuesday. A typical week is through Thursday. So as of the end of last night at 9:30, I looked down and I said, oh my gosh. Not kidding. I was like, oh, that is crazy. This is, where's yesterday? I'll get it in a second. I want to, speaking of seminars around the country, Gina Hawks has been killing it. She was in Charlotte, North Carolina yesterday. Y'all give a hand to Gina Hawks. Tell us what's happening in Charlotte and where else have you been and who are you meeting, who's kicking butt.
We had an awesome meeting in Charlotte last night. Shawn Boone was there. Spencer Albright was there. Mia Fennell, all kinds of winners. And just seeing a lot of growth around the country from what you guys are doing. We had people there from the 3-foot rule. We had people there from ads, just a little bit of everything. But what I know, Andy asked me once if I'm tending to see,
My bad.
If I'm tending to see that the sharper people that are coming to the meetings are coming more from the 3-foot rule versus ads. And yes, that is what I tend to see. The people that you guys know and the people that they know tend to be sharper, more with it than just people off of an ad. It's not always. If you came from an ad, don't be offended. We find lots of good people from lots of places.
Both of you.
But the warm market and the 3-foot rule, that's definitely we're finding awesome people. But yeah, in Charlotte last night, had a great turnout. We're growing. I was in Raleigh a couple weeks ago. We had an awesome meeting in Raleigh. Boone was there, and Spencer and Brandon and Haley and Mia Fennell, Terry Edwards. I'm going to be in Greensboro tonight with Terry Edwards. And so anybody that you know anywhere near Greensboro, North Carolina, send them our way. We'll get them fired up. I will be in Newark, New Jersey on Saturday with James Coleman, Adam Katz, Jan Miller. We're doing a boot camp on Saturday. Next week, I'm going to be out on the West Coast. So I'm going to be in Reno. I'm going to be in California. Yeah, Mimi. Coming out to see you guys on the West Coast. And then I'll be in Albuquerque. So I forget. The week after that, I think I'm in Monday. I'm with Stephen Davies in Connecticut and Mimi on the 17th, I think it is. We're going to be in Connecticut. Then I'm going to be in Nashville. So past that, I can't remember. I'd have to look at my calendar. Where I've been in the past, most of the time I can't remember that because that's gone and I only have so much room in this.
Facts. Straight in.
Though, and that's the most important.
All right. I want to come back to that, okay? Okay, so we do the way we do our weeks are Friday, turn in, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and then it starts over Friday. That's the way we've been doing it for 25 years. That's really weird, but that's the way we've always done it. But that's the way it is. So that's what our average and stats are based on. So typically we're moving about $4 million Friday to Thursday. As of last night, Tuesday night, you have moved $6,659,000, 27 annuities, 16 different people. And who knows what's going to happen Wednesday night and Thursday night. I don't know if that 700,000 or yours was part of it. It's getting crazy up in here. Okay, and it's so much happening with even the warm contacting that's going on. So, how about this one? When we were traveling, New Jersey was crazy. Okay, New Jersey was United Nations. There was 8 different countries represented that people were born in those countries. Not that they spoke Chinese. They were born in China, born in England, born in Kenya. It was crazy, the countries that was represented, and multiple from some countries. Some was just one person. 8 different countries, not counting America. In one room. Jan Miller's team is going to be the United Nations. She struggled building a team. She's been one of the top producers in the country. But with the 3-foot rule, she had at least 3 countries represented, was in her group. Sharp people, with money, multiple languages, multiple degrees, the right kind of people that can be successful. Nicole Brooks, her and Mark are just killing it with estate planning. She wanted her brother to see the business. Y'all know what that means, right? See it. We're hoping he opens his eyes, right? Nicest guy, very successful, runs a company for somebody. He's not self-employed, but he's a president. He runs it for some wealthy people, deals with wealthy people all the time. No complaints, wonderful family, not struggling, not needing nothing, not broke. But he come to that meeting and he saw what was going on. Hey, Andy, this is her. Great scene in New Jersey. My brother John loved the meeting. I brought him mainly to meet you, to see what's going on, to network. He's signing up to build a team. Talking about, he's very capable. Joke, he's the mayor of New Jersey because he knows so many people, on and on. Friends, family, networking, get crazy is how it happens. All right. Have you been hearing about the debt solutions?
I have been, yes.
I'm hearing nothing but positive so far.
Same.
By the way, a very, very, very select group. And it is select. We're going to be hanging out in my cabin, Christmas at the cabin. Armin, who runs that company, is going to be there. He's going to spend all day with us and one night. And what I'm hearing is that people are referring them. They're calling them and they're closing them. It's a referral commission. So if you know anybody starts whining about debt, we sign them up. And you can get paid a commission if it makes sense for them to transition, to mediate, or to reduce their debt. The biggest thing I worry about people is they keep paying that interest. They can stop the interest just like that for you. And it just depends on your situation, how much they can do. But I've heard they are very efficient and very good at closing. I think Sarah Seifert posted something on the agency manager site. What else is big going?
I mean, the annuities, the IULs, the bigger cases, we're seeing more of that, and not just with estate planning, really. I think it's people are just more aware, and we've done more training on it. We talk about it more. So they're talking to their clients, not only in the estate planning realm, but other people that they're talking to. And so we're seeing that part of the business grow tremendously, not just from estate planning, but just in general. So just exciting stuff. I'm just really excited about the growth. Seeing $6 million in annuities already, and the week's not over. That's crazy. And it's only going to get better we're going to be having $10 million annuity weeks as the norm as we get more people out there doing this estate planning and just talking to clients about those products. It's just a lot of exciting things happening. We have an awesome opportunity. We just got to talk about it.
Okay, on the life side, how about this? 4 applications turned in this week by one guy. for $74,000 in premium. This is target premium, $74,000 in target premium. 4 apps turned in. Guess who? Jeremiah Adaki. Well over $1 million income, and he meets these people in grocery stores and churches and business meetings. Michelle under Alex Abian, 46 apps so far this week for $28,000 in premium. This is life premium, $28,000 in a week. Next one, that's $28,300. Next one's $28,080. 3 apps by Lake Mosumula. I'm sure that is the accurate pronunciation. Lake. This Igor turned in 1 app for $14,000. I remember we used to have people. We didn't have anybody over doing $5,000 a week. Now we're doing $14,000. $10,000 with Stella and Anthony Duabunki. Say it.
Nwabuniki?
Nwabuniki. Close. They hired Adaki. This week. 2 apps already turned in for $10,000. It goes on and on. The success is crazy. Hey, talk to me, Boone, about, I know you got a guy out in Oklahoma. Talk to me about success. You got 2 guys on the call, but who are you thinking about right now that you really need to hear? They need to hear their name.
Yeah, so I can shout a couple guys out and talk about timing. I definitely start with Shy and Sheldon out in Oklahoma. They are bringing on some sharp value as well. They've been out kicking butt, taking names as well in the field, but just doing the depth calling. So I'm just teaching them like, hey, just be really good inviters. Let me, Brandon, let the system be the experts, and we'll do the presentations. So I just need y'all to keep 3-foot rule and just be really good at inviting and stick to your schedules on the sales side. We'll take care of that.
Find out Vegas is on the call. Yeah.
And
you with me? So Shy, and what's the other guy?
Sheldon.
In Oklahoma a couple weeks ago.
All right. Well, they're not in Oklahoma City. What city?
Tulsa, Oklahoma.
Okay. All right. Watch this. If she's going to be there, where are you at next?
Greensboro tonight, and then Newark on Saturday.
Terry Edwards is going to light that place up. He's going to text me. Gina's going to be there. You need to think, who do you know in Greensboro? Your team. Who do you know in Greensboro? Give them a text. What are you doing tonight? I don't know. What are you doing? Well, I've got to go to Raleigh, but my friend's going to be in Greensboro. I'd really like you to meet them. Why? What do they do? Well, it's a fun presentation. I just was talking to Gina. She's here in the office. She's going to be in Greensboro. Where are you next?
Newark, New Jersey on Saturday.
It's the United Nations. You got to go. You meet people from all different areas of the country. You got to go check out Gina. She's going to tell you how this works. Mimi from Haiti, she's going to be there. I want you to meet my friends. Go to meet your friend. Can I talk business? Talk business right here. But you can pull up the Alliance events. You can connect with it on the ARC. You can straight to it. No password needed. And you can scroll and see the meetings that are coming up. You can look at a map. You tell me, where do you have friends? Crazy. You're spending, the company is investing, I don't know, $200,000. Gina flying These flying places, I get on the jet, call it $200,000. We're investing. But if you don't take advantage of the advantage, if you don't take advantage of Gina being there, I can't make you use the assets that you've got. Okay. Talk to me, Harry, Emily. You got a lot of stuff. Haji's quitting his job. You got all kinds of stuff happening. Talk to us about what's good happening in y'all's group. Harry, Emily.
Right. So one person I'll give a shout out to, John Carlucci down in Wilmington. He's actually a product of the 3-foot rule, funny enough. We met him at a food truck. He was representing that company that's got a duck for a mascot, talking to them about some business plans and stuff. So we were like, hey, you want to get started with us? And sure enough, he started with us. This last month here, he did 7,000 personal production, his 3rd month in the business, and he's already got someone underneath him who's working hard too. Brooke Bordeaux, also in Wilmington. They've been both at the office crushing it, so that's been awesome. And someone else I'm excited about, I hired Blaze Fency up in Newport News. I actually drove up there on Monday. He is in text preparation. He's got a master degree in like oil and gas management, and he's just super sharp from Ghana. So international. Drove up there, spent the day with him. So really excited about him, and he signed up for AIT too. So
it's the way it's working, people. If Harry can do it, you can do it. If I can do it, you can do it. I know you can. Emily, anybody else you want to shout out on that big leg or anyone else?
Those are, I think, the two most exciting. We are in Chicago today to meet with 3 people in depth under the Nwabaniki leg. Bella, I'm meeting her later tonight, and we're also doing dinner. I know 2 people, I haven't met them before, Pastor Stephen and Addie. They're both under Aisha Bakari, who's under Bridget, who's under Jeremiah, who's under Stella. So building depth today in Chicago, and then we're traveling to Little Rock tomorrow. We have a leg that's 2 in depth there, and then we're heading to Houston to meet with Jeremiah. He's doing a big boot camp on Friday as well. So doing out and about traveling and trying to build in depth, especially.
You see, the fruit grows out on the limbs, not near the trunk. Your house is familiar. That's why it's called the comfort zone. The opportunity's out there. So if you got anybody in Chicago that Emily can shake hands with, smile with, chat with, Harry can, plug them in. Then they're going to be in Houston. Are you doing a hotspot out there or just the dinners and stuff?
Houston is going to be a big meeting. Little Rock and today in Chicago, we're just meeting with people individually. But Houston is from 1 to 4 over on Westheimer Road, but it's not posted on the events. My dad.
It's posted.
It's posted. Yeah.
TheAllianceEvents.com. And did you say Little Rock?
Little Rock. Yep.
Yeah.
Arkansas. You doing a hotspot out there?
No, we just got Harry hired a guy, Trent, and then he has Nini, who's in depth, and she came to conference. She's been producing, and he has a few other guys that he wants us to meet out there. So we're just going to meet with that team.
But if you're talking to Emily or you're watching the show and you have somebody, I'll guarantee you they'll go meet them. You with me? One time I was up in Omaha at the World Series of Baseball. Me and Haley are up there. We're like, we go up there. And Adam's like, you in Omaha? It's like, yeah. And he sends one of his guys over there. What's his name, Emily? He's one of the top producers in the country. You know what I'm talking about? The big guy. Kills it. He's on the call right now. Don't mess me up. Adam's texting me right now because he comes and meets me in Omaha. Me and Haley has breakfast or lunch with us, and he was kind of getting started, but it's that one more little push that locks him in. It's inches, and people always want this. Well, it was just a little thing. I just forgot one thing. It didn't matter that much. No, it matters. Let's get on it. Houston's going to be crazy. We need to get everybody. I need to get that up. Emily, tell me Mimi, tell me what's happening. Who's big? Who's blowing up? Who needs the recognition besides Cleo?
I like that one. So besides Cleo, team-wise, I would say the Connecticut people are truly, truly on fire, Andy. Thank you for going there. It's almost like me going, Steven will kind of like putting the gas on, but when you got there, it's like everything explode. They love your personality. They're like, I don't even know what these bubbles means, but he said recruiting. That's what we're doing. So Jeanette, Henry, they're finding the people. It's nobody they didn't know before, but they were too scared to talk to them. But when you went and you sat with us after the meeting and explain to them how they need to use their time wisely instead of going everywhere like crazy people, but focus on what give them the biggest ROI. That did it for them. So both Henry and Jeanette are bringing in big legs, and then
Are you talking about when we had lunch with Gideon?
Yeah,
that was brutal,
but it was worth it.
I'll get him up, baby.
Yeah, you did. So he's growing. He has a few people who already has a business, and he's bringing them on. The same thing with Jeanette. Tomorrow, I'm gonna have a Zoom meeting with a few people that she has that she wants me to talk to. We're having so much growth, even with passing the licensing class. We're thinking, what should we do? What can we do to help them get in and out of class faster because they want to grow? And it's amazing. It's really good. Thank you. They want you back. I told them they need to do more for you to go back because it's expensive to feel that jet to go there. But thank you so much, Andy. Personally, I said, go ahead.
So we took this couple out. The main leader there, Gideon. What do we call him? We used to call him King. Now we call him Governor.
That's right.
No kings. No kings. We made him a governor.
Kings in America.
No kings, but we can have a governor. Yeah. So Governor Gideon is, we took him lunch, and we met everybody. We met the maitre d'. We met some guy got lost from Syracuse, come in our room, come in here, talk to us. We met him, met the waiter, met the water guy. You know, we're just rocking, you know. But I was telling, this is where I had to jump on him about getting stuff done, right? Mm-hmm. Like, if you can afford to have somebody clean your house, take care of it. If you can afford for somebody to book your airlines. If you can't afford it, sell a policy a week to pay somebody to do that so you can do more 3-foot rule, so you can talk to more people. It's learning how to do that. It's learning how to make the high ROI decision. I could do this or I could do this. And I did that. And everything is your choice. And you're making choices. So as you make choices, the results you get are your fault. And this is what people, I had no choice. I had to go because. And like those two things, I start laughing. I had no choice. And then I had to go because. And I'm like, nah, it's not a good reason. And I think it was a waste of your time. See how it's just totally different concept. You didn't have to go. It's a waste of your time. Better off doing that. But if I tell you to do that every time, then I can't focus on what I need to do. But you need to decide. I had a great secretary one time, a long time ago. I would work till 2, 3, 4 o'clock in the morning, have a stack of stuff sit there. And I go, you need to do all this. You need to get through all this. And she'd say, I can't do it all. What do I do? I said, the most important stuff first. She said, what is it? I go, you're smart. You got a degree. Pick. And if you're wrong, I'll tell you. If you have a reason that what you did first. And it was crazy how much better she got at doing the most important thing first, as opposed to the top of the stack, the first thing that comes to mind. Biggest thing picked up traveling, Harry? 4 cities, 4 nights?
I'd have to say it's been exactly what you've been talking about, is that it's like if you're fishing and you only got one pole, you can only catch one fish. You've got just so many poles out. What happened? I think we're losing you a little bit. But it was just that the amount of people.
I don't know if they can hear us.
Good job, Harry. He hit him with a parable.
Oh, the parable. That's what you're talking about. But yeah, you have so many more poles out than we do, and it's just a matter of us getting more poles in the water so we can catch more fish. That's really what it's all about.
And what I'm doing is I'm talking about, hey, check with her. Hey, check with him. Follow up on him. I'm waiting my pole. I said, does that pole move? I swear it moved. You're seeing things. No, I think it moved. Let me see it. Yes, it's on there. But if you don't, somewhere in there, that fish will take your worm. You'll end up with a hook. Clean, like the fish bones with it. I don't know how they do it. Get your little math on there. You're trying to wonder why an agent disappeared after you talk to. Try to figure out how to worm. You got to take a worm and put the hook inside the worm, outside the hook, just hook it all up in there, and then fish they a little bitty mouth to take everything off. That'll be clean as a whistle. How does that happen? You got to watch it. You got to get it. You got to snag them. You got to hook them. Maybe it was crazy. We had some good food.
Yeah,
that could be one takeaway. Albright don't like bad food.
That's it. I'll get on a jet just for that.
I'd go back just for that. It was crazy. Some great restaurants. We're going to repeat every one we did next time.
So my biggest takeaway, it's hard to say, but I will give some of my takeaway. It's how intentional you are about everything you do. I'm like, damn. Even Andy playing everything, even taking a 4 minutes nap in the jet, that was intentional. And the way he moves, the way he talks, and what he shares with you or not, it's all intentional. So he doesn't just talk to talk. He talks to teach you. He doesn't move the way he moves just to move, but he wants you to learn that body language, whatever, how he leans into people. I really enjoy that. And also how simple you keep things for people. You make it very simple, and then you are so relatable. Nobody will know that you are Andy Albright and you have so much money because you connect with people. That's one big takeaway from you. You are a connector. You have the greatest ability to keep it simple and connect with people. Kids love you, grandkids love you, or young people, old people, everybody loves Andy because you make people feel special. And you're great at it. So for me, the other thing I learned, Andy, is that you expanded my vision. I'm like, you have so much already, but you don't stop. Book people, they have a little money, they stop working. But you have billions of dollars. You keep working and keep having new ideas about what's next, what's the next thing. I'm like, man. Even if you're a multimillionaire, you just don't stop because you haven't stopped. So to me, that was huge. Thank you.
Hey, those of you that are coming to AIT, you got a couple of massive surprises. I'm not going to say it on the show, but it's going to mess you up. As far as dreaming big, thinking what's next, what's big, you're going to be like, and you got plenty of time to see it and experience. It's going to be crazy. What Mimi's talking about, like AIT, I got to plan this thing out. I mean, don't get me wrong. My staff's unbelievable. Tia, Robbie, Clay, they got strategy, lay it out. But I've got the form to fill it out, and I'm just rapid fire. Who's the people going to be here? Who's the subjects? Boom, 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 boom. Picture, taking pictures of it, and then get it ready. When we land, email, boom, 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 redo it. So then when I get here, it's already typed up, formatted, who'd you left out, who should have been here early, who do we need to speak extra, boom, 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 get stuff done, read a little bit out of my book. Also, when we get on a jet, and you should do this when you go to eat, where do you sit? Where do you sit? I know where I sit. All my Rangers, all my Special Forces back to the wall so you can see that nobody sneaks up on you. So you can see somebody if you need to talk to them. Head of the table so I can meet the waitresses. Did anybody follow that waitress? Remember that kind of country place we went to? And she takes care of her mama. She's in hospice or something like that. Is anybody following up with her?
Yeah.
You know, Logan or Jordan. That's one of those names. Logan it was.
Logan.
I didn't remember that. This is what I practice. I knew it was Jordan or Logan. I bet we met a Jordan, but Jordan, or that's what I called her by mistake. Had an earring in her nose, and she maybe called it a nose ring. I don't know, but it was right there. And and I remember Mom was just. Boom, you're going to sit beside me, you're going to sit across from me, you're going to sit right there, you sit behind me so I can reach back and talk to you right there so you can take pictures. It's just practice efficiency, practice strategize. Boo's at our tailgates on the sideline. Boo, you see it?
Yeah. It's crazy. I just always remember, even the first time you invited me on the jet, the multiple times I've been on the jet traveling with you, just me and you, I still see it like it was yesterday. And still getting to see you do it is insane. So I just believe, we all amp it up. I think listening to Jerome every day does help, because you do remember, everything you say, it always comes back to life. Like the fishing pose. Well, you talk to 10 people, you're going to get one. You talk to 20, you'll get two. And as your skill increases, you get 2 or 3 over the course of time. But if you talk to 1,000 and we only talk to 10, we get 1, you get 100. So you win every time, just based off the numbers. So just talking to more people is definitely very important. And I'm on a mission to accomplish it big time.
This is the best I've ever seen. Us, more people will eat a whole lot better, and it's just going to be more fun, more crazy trips. Facts. We've been to some crazy places because of this business.
I've been to a lot of crazy places because of this business.
And they had a lot more fun with us than them carriers.
Oh, heck yeah. More fun.
Wrap us up. Some people out there, let's just talk to these 3. Wrap these 3 up. These are 3 of my favorite in the country. Oh, by the way, you got on jet? I never heard that. You never texted me and told me. You didn't tell you upline. You see me. Hey, how you doing? Hey, nice to meet you. You didn't say nothing about one on jet. Oh, I want to do this. I want to do it. Hey, sad dog don't wag his own tail. It's your dream. It's your wish. It's what you're asking for. Say something to somebody. Don't be sitting over there like this when you need to do this. Sometimes you need to be doing this when you're doing this. You see? Sometimes you need to be doing this. Sometimes you need to be doing this. Three buddies.
Okay. Well, I think congratulations for what you're doing so far. And we just need to talk to more people. I mean, just like Shawn was saying, Andy talks to more people. And none of us are as busy as Andy, so what's our excuse to not talk to more people? We have an incredible opportunity here that changes people's lives. And we just need to share it. If you go see a good movie, you tell people about it. If you go to a good restaurant, you tell people about it. Why, when we have the best opportunity out there, do we not tell people about it? And just remember, it's not trying to get them. It's not trying to influence them to do this business. It's making those connections, but you're never going to get to that next step if you don't first make the connection, which simply means talking to people and kind of getting out of our own heads, putting our ego in our pocket. Who cares what they're going to think about us? Think about the ones that we've given the opportunity to, that it has changed their life and how it has changed their life. Focus on that, not the ones that didn't end up doing it or whatever. It's all those people, Emily and Harry, Stella and Jeremiah. And I mean, that whole group, that's a massive amount of people whose lives have been changed because Emily was willing to go to Houston time and time and time again. Even when things weren't moving fast in the beginning, she kept going and she kept making those connections. And now look at the sheer number of people just in that organization alone whose lives have been drastically changed because of that business. That's what we have the opportunity to do. And we just need to be talking to everybody. We know everybody. We don't know everybody that'll listen, trees on the side of the road, whoever, about the opportunity that we have. And get out to see us and all the other leaders, Emily, Shawn, everyone who's out there traveling. We're doing it for a reason. It's to help you build your business. Get people out to see us. We promise we will take great care of them.
Pull it up. Alliance Adventures.
The Alliance Events.
What she said. The Alliance Events. Scroll down. Pick it. Book it. Go. You got people there. I ain't got no people. Get out of your house. If Nicole Burrows had not come to New Jersey, John, who's a badass, would never have come. Not just me. She left. She met other people while she's there. Get out of your house, look at the events, go. And listen to this, don't do people a disservice. Houston's 45 minutes. I don't know if you should. No, send your people to the meetings. Tell them it's imperative. It's within 2 hours of you. It's within 30 minutes. I got appointments. Reschedule them. How do you tell? Why don't you ever tell anybody not to go to a meeting and go? I mean, God, don't disservice. Don't disrespect your downline. Disrespect your downline by telling them they don't need to go. They're not going to get something extra. Don't be silly. Go. Get out of your comfort zone. Let's take America by surprise, baby. They don't even know we're coming. They don't know we're in a war against our poverty. Let's go. Let's get them. Appreciate y'all being here. Y'all crazy.